What's up, everyone? Welcome to Rex Engine. This is the second video in a multi-part series detailing the new enemy AI system. In the last video, we went over the basics of AI and how the different types of AI come together to form a single AI routine. And in this video, I want to go over one other element that we didn't get a chance to last time, which is branches. Branches are the ability to have different actions play based on different circumstances. So for example, what we're going to do in this video is set up an enemy that will do an attack, and it'll do a different type of attack based on whether or not the player is close to them. So if the player is far away, it'll fire a projectile, and if the player is close, he'll do a close-range melee attack. So to start off, I'm going to click on this Bazooka Rex enemy, which has no AI right now. And I'm going to click on Tools, Rex Engine, Add AI. And that's going to give us this blank AI routine. So nothing's happening at the moment. So let's add a sequence. I'll click on Add Sequence. And again, all of this is covered in much more detail in the previous video. So if you haven't yet, go back and watch that one. I'm going to give the sequence a descriptive name. I'll call it attack sequence, just so if we add more sequences down the line, we can keep those organized. And I'm going to set it to loop forever. So I'll make it, so the first action can be a wait action. Let's set it so it waits anywhere from 2 to 3 seconds, let's say. And then I'm going to click on add action to add a second action below, which will be an attack. And let's make that, this guy has both a projectile and a melee attack that I've already set up. So for the time being, I'm just going to drag on the projectile attack into the slot, hit the is projectile button, and then just leave the destination at none for the time being. So he should keep firing this missile every 2 to 3 seconds. Looking good. So now we want to make it so rather than just firing a missile, when the player gets close, he should attack us with a melee attack instead. Maybe something with limited range but that does more damage to punish the player for getting too close to him. So on the same sequence, underneath every action, you'll see an Add Branch button. So I'll click that. And we can see this gives us a new thing at the top here, which says, if random chance. So this is the format of branches. They're in the format of an if, else. And what that means is, if the conditions of the first thing are met, it'll perform the first action. Otherwise, if those conditions are not met, it'll do the second action. So let's not make this random chance. We want this to be based on the distance. So I'm going to click the Edit Branch Action button, change branch type to distance. And this should be familiar to you guys if you watched the first video as well. So I'll make it so it only uses the x-axis, make it so the distance reacts to when the player is inside this distance. Let's make it 5 units, and it's reacting to the player, although we could also make it so it's reacting to any other object in the scene. So if it's within 5 units, I'm going to hit Edit Branch Action again, change action type to attack, and I'm going to drag the melee attack onto the slot. So now what we've got is, if the player is within 5 units, it'll do this melee attack, and if the player is not within 5 units, it'll do the projectile. Let's test that out. So we're further away right now, so he's going to fire a missile. And let's get in this guy's face. And now he's trying to do a melee slash. And then as soon as we move away, he's firing the missile again. And there you have it. That is branches in action. So again, there are lots of other types of branches you guys can set up. You can have An HP branch, so this is if the enemy's hit points are above or below a certain threshold, that can be the condition. Physics branches can be like if the enemy is on the floor or if he's touching a wall, do something. And random is literally just a random chance. So this means he's got a 50% chance of doing one action. Let me show you guys that one real quick. Change branch type to random. So now he should have a 50% chance of doing either action. So it shouldn't matter where the player is, it's just totally randomized. And there we have it. That is Rex AI branches. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.